The guy out of school, bro, and lost his life just like that. Just like that. The kid just got out of fucking school.
His book bag, his shoes, clothes.
They took his ass to the hospital, bro. I could have flew his ass to the doctor, man. Man, he not breathing. He could have went to the fucking doctor or something, man. Damn, bro.
What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Two Simeon 15-year-old young boys killed all within 24 hours of each other. The first young man, Jamari Williams, 15 years old, on the 8300 block of South Holland, Chatham neighborhood, September 21st. I was watching a live on there, and it was gruesome. It was a terrible sight. Anyway, that's right in front of Colored Nails. If y'all remember, Tyrone Muhammad threw a brick right through that window right there. Second young man. But before I get to that, this is the high school of Derrick Rose. A lot of good basketball players come out of there. This young man was an athlete. They're going to say that a lot of these the activists on the news channel said that he lost 15 students, over 15 students within the last 2 years, former students. And I filmed at Sullivan High School, and they had 3 walls full of memorials for ex-students, including Laquan McDonald that went to school there. And after I was filming at Sullivan High School, another young man got killed later on. I saw him like, wow. And their wall that they have is just filling up. These young cats, these young boys and girls have seen more within their high school years than the average person have seen in their lives. Speaking of high schools, it ain't safe. Chicago public schools are not safe. Let's just call it what it is. Somebody posted, get your school for Simeon. They just emailed to the principal saying they finna come fire that mofo up, get your kids. Somebody else put Hyde Park, this is on social media. So you know them young cats have no sense at all. And they just posted on social media. Allegedly. This is what people are posting. People are sharing it like, yo, y'all, watch these posts. Somebody posted Hyde Park is not safe. We up there Monday. Somebody posted Harlan's not safe. We up there tomorrow. We spinning Simeon all year. Kenwood not safe either. We up there tomorrow. Let me tell y'all something. When somebody make a threat, you believe them. And you take that threat serious. I don't see how kids could even sit in there. This is Simeon right here. This is Derrick Rose. The other young man is Kentrell McNeal. This is him here. He was shot and killed hours later on the 5200 block of South Lake Park in Hyde Park, Southside Chicago, September 21st. Let me show y'all what I see out here as I always do. He was shot at this McDonald's. They're going to say him, 15, and somebody else, 14. But look at this camera right there. That camera had to see something, a car speeding off. Because if a car had to get away, you had to ride underneath that camera. Because I don't see you going that way. If they came out this way or whatever, come on, man, police, release something. Release some footage to us. Let us see something. Who's watching those cameras? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And nobody probably will know unless it gets hacked. Story is going to read 2 teenagers, 14 and 15. I'm trying to figure out which one of them was driving and how'd you get a license. I think it's 18 right now. But anyway, was shot inside a vehicle on South Lake Park Avenue on the evening of Tuesday, September 21st. The next morning, he passed anti-gun. Other young kid is in critical. Tended Simeon could have been a direct retaliation for the other young man, Jamari Williams. I bring you guys a lot of shows where somebody from the same town, one gets murdered, then another one gets murdered. Chicago Police Department releasing that 14-year-old was struck in the leg. Transported to Coleman's Hospital and critical. That was the 14-year-old. even in the leg. A lot of these young cats think that, oh, I'm going to shoot and scare him and I'm going to aim at his leg. But you can bleed out. There's a lot of veins in that leg. The department reported that the 15-year-old was shot in the head. And he was in serious condition at the time, but he did pass the next day. CPD, no offenders in custody. Again, the murder is the 5th in Hyde Park, Kenwood in 2021. Following Asia Neville's, Urine Fan in January, Keith Cooper in July, and Jamal in August. I'm also bringing you guys this young man, Ben Simmons, 36, 7500 block of South Shore, South Saginaw in South Shore. Southside, September 21st. The police are going to release that they saw 3 young men running away from the scene is what appears to be a home invasion. What hit me the hardest, and this one, I mean, all of them hit me hard. And a lot of people say, yo, do you reporting this? But this one, man, he looked like he had a wife and children that depended on him, that needed him. 36 years old, his mother still needed him. His father, his brothers, sisters, more importantly, his children. That hit me hard. To watch that. All right, man. Hey, look, I want to talk about this in Chicago, man. Come on, Priska. I'm done with Democrats. Honestly, I'm independent. I'm done with Democratic Party. It'll be a very long time if ever I vote for a Democrat. I am serious, man. Look at this. Pritzker is announcing he's giving $527 million to poor people. Again. Hey, I get it. I think that Democrats' heart in the right place. However, human nature. You gotta understand human nature. Why is it every Democratic city are horrible, crime infested? Everybody's fleeing from them to go to a red state. Ask yourself that. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And Democrats, what they do is cater to the poor and don't get me wrong, people are like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Human nature. I'm a big firm believer. You don't move your feet, you don't eat. You make a horrible decision, you're going to pay for that horrible decision. Therefore, you're going to not make it again. I know children. I have a daughter. And when you raising children, you got to ask yourself, if I reward them for bad behavior, will you see more of it? Yes! Of course you're going to see more of it. You make a horrible decision for those that struggled in college, that sacrificed their Friday nights. Those that in college that worked, sacrificed their Saturday nights, Sunday mornings, Mondays and Tuesdays, they every day to work, go to school, to be in that library, to be in that school, that sacrificed to make something out of nothing. And they, now y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all got homeboys. Y'all got family, friends everywhere that are doing what? I went to a Chili's like 3 weeks ago. And the waitress said, yo, we don't have any staff back there cooking. The 2 managers are back there cooking. And I said, what? Nobody wants to work for that minimum wage paycheck. You know why? Because they don't have to. You know why? Pritzker and they got free rent, addendum, free mortgage addendum, free food, free everything. You just got to go to the smoke. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Please don't. You're getting the same thing over and over again. So now what you see is people don't even want to go to work because you're getting everything free. And I can tell you in the gate, you give me something free, I'm just going to sit at the crib and chill, smoke, drink. Where do you think all this violence comes from these kids? If you go out there and you make a bad mistake, Democrats are like, oh, we got you, we got you, we got you. Oh, you slept with a loser, no crib car career, he run off. That child is left traumatized. Growing up in poverty. Is nobody to help guide him and say, hey, young your brother, pull up your pants, go to school, go to work. Them cats on the street, don't look up to them. Don't grab that gun. What are you doing out so late? None of that. Democrats are like, hey, we got you. No worries. Say no more. All right. Another issue I want to address is Jelani Day. He is missing. University of Illinois. I've covered this story. I feel I see us now. We're crying. Oh, why are we getting the same media attention? Yo, I'm a firm believer of do for yourself. There was one murder in Chinatown. They said, what? Not here, it ain't. Don't bring that here. We gonna install cameras everywhere. Neighborhood watches. We shutting this down. You ain't bringing this to our community. It ain't happening here. Take that ish back to Inglewood. And they ain't had a murder since. The police officer, when something happens to them, they shut everything down. No, not here. Y'all won't bring that to here. There will be consequences. You will be caught immediately. We're going to flip over every couch. We're going to knock on every door. We're going to do everything until that person's caught and send you a message. It ain't happening here. Don't try it again. And they sent that message very loud and clear. And everybody who had eyes, you could see, they took every officer and said, find that man. You don't rest till you find that man. Bring that man to me. Bring that man to us. You don't rest until you bring that killer to justice. And therefore, it ain't never happening. And anybody can tell you, come to one of them, you got all the energy for everybody else in your community because you know it ain't no consequence coming. But Chinatown, oh no. I bet anybody that walked through Chinatown today think 3 times. I bet that. You be like, oh no, you getting caught. You going to jail. Period. They ain't playing that. And they ain't asked nobody for help. They said, we're going to do it ourselves. We ain't waiting on the police. You don't even vote. You're like, look here. Lightfoot, whoever you is in office, we don't care. We going to lock this down. We don't play that in our town. They had neighborhood watches. They set up cameras everywhere. They got everybody come in, out, round, whatever you want to do. I bet you, the only place you won't be doing this, all this, is in Chinatown. They don't play that. So far as the media attention, yo, we got our own media. Let's do it ourselves. I'm tired of crying. Why don't you guys do for us? Why don't they do for us? Why don't we do for us? I covered that story. Man, we got so much energy. Man, share my video. I shared that as soon as it happened. Reach out to me. Reach out to me on Facebook or YouTube. Yo, I will cover that. We can all band together and get our own media coverage. We got our own media. We got enough. Look up DJ Academics. He got 2 million followers. Plug with him. Plug with me. Plug with Martin. Plug with corporate. Plug with all these other people in the state or the country. And say, hey, man, we need that media attention. Blast this until my man is found. So I'm going to try to put him on every show I do at the end or the beginning and on my Facebook and Instagram. Yo, look out for him. Let's organize and let's get out there and hit the streets. Let's stop waiting for somebody to come help us. We get it. Nobody's coming. And nobody wants to. No help. And I don't want nobody. I want us to do ourselves. Organize ourselves. Y'all know family and friends with pit bulls. Cool. Grab them pit bulls. Go out there in the woods. Comb the woods. Go door to door. Go knocking. Go asking. Let's blast it on our social media. Our media. There's even a news channel on the news, but it gets no play because we don't support each other. We always jealous and envious of each other, don't support, don't want to share our own video. Anyway, those on Facebook, go to YouTube, go to My Life in the Shy, My Life in the CHI. Those already on YouTube, you know what's what. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody sending me stories. If you're sending me a story, I'm going to blast it. A lot of people say, hey, bro, can you bring some attention to this and this? I will. I got you. Peace.